Lemonade is about 16 people who lost their jobs and who are now doing something else entirely different and inspiring and amazing with their lives that would not have been possible without getting laid off. There's tons of stories. Bob Weeks lost his job and started a coffee roasting company. David Cohen lost his job and became a woman. There's 16 people in the film, and they all have, to me, one story. Every story is more amazing than the next.
And you mentioned that most of the crew who worked on the film were volunteering.
Mm-hmm. Everybody.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about how this community grew.
I think, everybody who worked on Lemonade kind of really had this sense of wanting to help out their own. I mean, this came out of my own industry, which is advertising, and all the people in the film had lost their jobs in the advertising industry, and everybody who sort of had access to resources rallied and wanted to make this film with me to kind of help out their own. I mean, to give people a sort of sense of when you lose your job, it's not the end, it could be the beginning, is something that really motivated everyone to give what they could give.
What has viewer response been like to the movie?
It's been incredibly overwhelming in a really positive way. I mean, people are actually feeling inspired to make a difference or make a change in their own lives, which somebody wanting to take a risk and do something that they wouldn't have done without seeing the movie is really empowering. It's amazing for me to have a part in somebody's life like that.
What about your decision to make the movie free online?
That really just came from this general feeling that I don't want to be charging people who lost their jobs to be seeing a movie about losing your job. The whole festival circuit thing, going, if you're going to show it to a few hundred people in a city here or there, it just doesn't seem like it would really help anybody. So, putting it up on Hulu is just a chance for people who might need a little inspiration in their lives to get some and not have to pay for it.
So you mentioned on your site you're doing Lemonade Detroit.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Lemonade Detroit is more about the city. The common takeaway for what's going on in Detroit is that it's a wasteland, and people are leaving en masse, and there's an incredible resilience there. These people in Detroit are eager to roll up their sleeves and figure out what's next, and I want to capture that. I'm just sick of hearing bad news. I mean, it gets old to hear one crappy news story after another, and I'd rather be on the other side of that.
Talk about utilizing the power of film for creating change. Making a documentary, to me, like coming from the advertising industry, you kind of have to manipulate the truth a little bit when you work in advertising. I mean, you have to take all this information, disseminate it down, and have like a single point and in 30 seconds, it's kind of hard to tell the whole truth. But with a film like Lemonade or a documentary, it's just like really pure form of truth telling. And I never manipulated anything in this film. I just allowed it to unfold and edited out those pieces together. I think that is the power of film for change, is that you can just lay it on out there, tell the story the way you want to tell it, and let people react without too many external forces telling you how it should be. You can tell a story you want to tell, and that's a really empowering thing.